The trolley problem. You've likely seen this image floating online or in a textbook once. A train is headed to hit 5, and you behind the switch can change the track's direction, leaving only one to perish. Would you pull the switch? Nowadays, there's many versions of the trolley problem, but what about a Maplestory based one? You're once again put behind a switch. The train you're guiding is on an endless journey straight, its destination being the launch of Maplestory Classic World. This is the reality we're currently stuck in, and have been for a noticeably long ass time. Flipping the switch opens up a new track, changing the train's direction towards the launch of Classic. Essentially what that means is clicking the button will launch the game for everyone to play right here, right now. However, the consequence of this decision is that no matter what, the game will fail to succeed after a year of its release. What do? In a way, there are no wrong answers here, and I'm gonna be the first to say it. I was wrong. Wrong about the release date of Maple Classic, and wrong about some of my takes in old school Maplestory. But can you blame me? Everything lines up perfectly, and as Inkwell said, the game is ready for launch. We just won't launch it yet. Last year on May 11th, 2025 was the very first announcement for Classic Maple. This made so much sense because that was the day GMS launched way back then. But online games change patch by patch, and the Maple that you might have once known is currently unavailable as of the release of this video. Private servers and MS worlds don't count. If you know, you know. So what's changed? A couple of things. There's more than 4 classes now, the max level isn't 200, it's 300, and of course, the 2005 game we call Maplestory no longer exists. The Maplestory that exists right now should be called something like Maple 1.5. Let me try to explain it in terms you may or may not understand. A Super Smash analogy. There are many iterations of this game, but more importantly, the 2 Smash titles still relevant today are Melee for the GameCube and Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. There's clearly an older demographic for the 2002 version versus the 2018 one. Call it nostalgia, call it preference, I don't really care. The point I'm trying to make is that they're the same name, but totally different games. Apply that to any title with a supposed sequel and you'll kinda see what I mean. Why are sequels made? You're probably thinking because companies want to capitalize on their successful titles. Correct! Very good! Hell, the entire Pokemon company is dead-ass carried off its initial 1996 premise. Maplestory had a sequel called MS2, and although it had a dedicated fanbase, it never took off like the OG game did. Nexon has seen more success with Maple-adjacent titles like Idle RPG, Mobile, even the free-to-play Friendly Server reboot. Ironically, their biggest cash cow. But with Classic Maple, this is a Nexon first unique approach to remake an earlier version of their main game. Whoa, mind-blowing, I know. Just think about how successful RuneScape and WoW were with their old school titles. Can you even imagine the gacha game and VTuber enjoying supernova of an audience this new Classic Maple is gonna have? Quote me on this. This game is gonna rake in billions. Billions! If done correctly, Maplestory Classic will be overcome with players from around the world, even surpassing revenue numbers of Korean MS. The real question is, do you want this game to last indefinitely or just for the first year? Now let's go back to the trolley problem. Flip the switch and Maple Classic comes out today. It'll be shit in the long run, but it'll probably be awesome for like the first year. Here's the thing though, if you wait it out, you have no idea when the game will actually come out. No idea what it'll look like, and no idea if it'll be a success in the end of the day. It's a gamble of your time admittedly, but folding now and pushing that button will guarantee you a failed creation taken over by elites, whales, and even worse, botters and hackers. This is the Maple Classic paradox, because regardless of if this game is ready for release tomorrow or in the year 2030, none of us, not even Nexon themselves, have any idea whether or not the game will be successful. But I can sure as hell tell you how impatient everyone's been online. Tell me in the comments right now if you would flip the switch or not. I'd wager there'll be more people in favor of flipping the switch, with many Maplers crowning them a hero for pushing a button. And yes, I know, this is Nexon we're talking about, stop falling for the same old tricks. But come on! Has anyone even seen the history of Mapleland on this channel? We know about the meso prices, we know about the widespread audience in South Korea, with even minors playing OSMS getting scammed by unks in their 670s just like it was 2005. It's thanks to the streamers, the YouTubers who made careers off this, still getting thousands concurrent playing a supposed dead game. The same thing is gonna happen in Classic, and if you don't believe me, then you're just bitter. You don't know any better. Let me know how GTA 6 is. So why does this matter? Simple. There's a formula for success, and it's very, very simple. Copy Mapleland's roadmap, updates and all. At least gameplay-wise. Feel free to add whatever cosmetics for sale if you want, that doesn't matter. But keep the game vanilla. Back to the Smash example again. I think Melee is similar to old school Maplestory, except it's a fighter instead of an MMORPG. This specific version is so good and so iconic that the newer PAL version is not played professionally, with people preferring the metagame of version 1.02 over PAL. Sound familiar? It's like how Maplers can never agree on what old school Maple is defined as in terms of version. Like, is it before 4th Job, Pirates, Cygnus Knights, Aran and Yvonne, before Dual Blades and Cubes? What about Big Bang? Clearly nothing after Big Bang should be considered old school out of respect. Hell, there are people who prefer no down jump in their version of OSMS. But Maple Classic is not Melee. It's something completely new based off of OSMS. Maple Classic is like if Nintendo decided to drop a remake of SSBM on the Switch. Oh my god, so next on what you gonna do? Cause the community can't agree. Simple. Like I said earlier, follow Mapleland. And I'm like 99% sure that's what their game plan is right now. Inkwell and Nemi are big figures for the game, but even Sakurai didn't make Smash Bros alone. There are Mapleland devs who are cooking, helping Nexon create both the Chinese and global versions of Maple Classic. Soon to be multiple versions around the world with the success of this title. Okay, Joe Hawk, what now then? Wait to Oblivion for the game to finally launch? Yeah, I guess. Unless, I don't know, you want to play a private server or a, Maplestory Worlds. Outside of like South Perry or some other K-pop shit, there's nothing good there besides a time sink of passion and energy. There's a Nexon official game on the horizon. No one will be playing this garbage in the near future, okay? Feel free to expend your nostalgia or prepare yourself for the grind while you wait though. But stop convincing yourself that the version you're currently playing on will be better than Classic. It'll be like Project M all over again. No one will care if it's the superior version. It just ain't official. Maybe you're the type to push new game on Pokemon, but I'm not. I prefer my digital memories intact. We've been waiting for this game for almost 2 decades since its forced removal. Nobody's complaining. Nobody's complaining. At least I'm not. We had no idea this would see the light of day. And by the way, Nexon America is handling their PR side of things. This doesn't seem to be a sellout. I'll say it. If it is though, man did they play us good. I see no good reason to squander this goldmine of an opportunity. So then what's the plan, Joni? And when is Maple Classic actually coming out? Since we're in it for the long haul, I'll be back when there's real news or whatever. But otherwise, the last episode of Maple Journalism will be premiered alongside the game's release. Like the last episode for real this time, because I'll be too busy playing. And as for the real launch date of Maplestory Classic, May 11th. 2027. That is my new prediction. Thank you for watching, catch me on Twitch, and until next time, have yourself a damn good one.